I'm Joe Lucas. I'm the golf course superintendent of Saratoga National Golf Club in Saratoga Springs, New York. I am the current president of the New York chapter of the Golf Course Superintendents Association. Over the 26 years, we've run the gambit of all different types of rough mowers. Probably starting in 2005-ish, we started to use tow-behind units on tractors for the speed, efficiency, and the cost effectiveness. Over the years, everything gets better, and we were due for new rough mowers, and just by searching around and looking, I came across the Snakes. We ended up buying 3. We run on a philosophy of we buy it and we run it into the ground. The cost of rebuilding, the cost of downtime was exceeding the productivity of the mowers. We tried to find something new, and the Trimax showed up one day for a demo, and my mechanic, my assistant, and we just started looking at this thing and going, wow, this thing's different. We took it out for a demo and mowing our 2.5-inch bluegrass down to 2 inches, what the mower was set up at, and extremely impressed by the initial quality that we saw. I don't think the risk was in buying the 3 mowers. I think the risk that we initially probably thought of was parts and service. Dealing with Trimax, that was quickly pushed aside, but also the quality of the build and the ease of the maintenance of it was just like, what's really going to go wrong? When we were deciding what to buy, we had a couple other manufacturers, similar type mowers, the 5-deck type mowers, a couple other manufacturers that have the same 3-deck roller type mower. We sat down one afternoon after we've looked at everything, and I looked at my mechanic and I said, all right, what do you think? The Trimax. We didn't talk price, we didn't do anything. I said, but why? He goes, well, the quality of the build, it's a stronger set of steel, the quality of the rollers, the quality of the blade setup. He goes, whatever we save in a price up front, we're gonna pay for it in parts 2-3 years down the road. And at the end of the day, when we got the quotes and everything, you were just like, there's not much of a difference for us. And we said, yeah, let's go with it, and we did. We have 2 Snakes being pulled by 2 50-horsepower tractors, and they run Monday through Friday for 8 hours a day. And then we have a Striker, which is a little 4-foot rotary deck, and we started to use that as our step cut mower. The quality of the cut that we've been receiving, it's just cleaner. The decks, the way they suck the grass up, just giving us a more uniform rough. And the quality of the lie in the rough, the way the ball doesn't sink to the bottom amongst all laying down grass, it's just nice and uniform, and you get a nice clean lie, which golfers at the end of the day are pretty happy with. But it's not like it's not penal or it's hard, because your ball does settle down, but it's just clean. There's no like laying down grass all going different ways. It's just a flat uniform cut, and everything stood up and nice and straight. We're just getting happy golfers that are not complaining about stuff that we used to get complaints about. We used to have, people losing golf balls in the rough. When you would get rain and you couldn't mow and you were behind 3 or 4 days, and the bluegrass would be just nasty. We're not getting that. Or if we miss 2 days of mowing, we just come back out and it just cleans right up. We don't have a clipping issue. Just been better, so that's a positive. No complaints. We try to mow the golf course twice a week. That's always been our objective. So we usually run for 5 days a week, 8-hour days, to get through the golf course 2 times. These things fire up in the morning and just go 8 hours a day. So yeah, it's made us more efficient that if we do happen to lose a day because of weather, it's not like we're behind schedule. It's not like we're running extra time on weekends to catch up. They've just given us more opportunity to provide a better product. It used to be, let's get through 18 by Friday afternoon, and now it's like, well, we're through 6 on Monday morning from Friday. So we don't even keep a schedule of trying to mow 1 through 18, Monday, Tuesday, part of Wednesday. We're now just mowing, and it's just been a blessing. I think that if you leave your comfort zone of what shows up, at the distributor right down the street, and you try to reinvent yourself, you'll find that there's just as many quality products out there that do the job better than what you've been used to using. I love the tractors. With the tires, technology, and just the ease of getting around the golf course. I mean, you could go down any street or any backcountry road and see a tractor that's been running out on a farm for 30 years. They're reliable. A self-contained unit only does one thing. I mean, with our snakes, we have tractors with buckets on it that do different jobs, whether it's snow removal in the winter or if we're doing a project, we can skip mowing rough for a day or take that tractor out and use the tractor for other purposes. So it's not like we're spending a lot of money for one thing to sit for 6 months out of the year. We're sort of getting a little bit better bang for our buck by parking the snake in the wintertime and using the tractor to help remove snow. It's been good. It's been great. I mean, I've had a lot of friends, a lot of other superintendents in the area come over and look at it, and they're all like, oh my God, that's going to be fantastic at my place. As soon as I'm out of my lease, I'm buying that. And they're all like, well, I could get another tractor. That's their big thing. I'm short a tractor, but I could get another tractor in this, and it's going to be a lot of money saved for his club, but also more efficiency for himself. I had a guy down the street showed up one afternoon, and we went out, and he's watching the thing mow on T-banks, running it right up to greens, going over some big undulations, and he's just looking at it going, just come mow my place. And then you start going, well, what'd you pay for it? It's not cheap if you're looking at a standalone individual rough mower, but when you compare it to the self-contained units that are out there and you go and put it on a new tractor, you're going, wow, better quality of cut, more versatile. It can mow anything on my place, and it's $40,000 cheaper than what I'm looking at when I come off of my current lease. So, as again, my rep who I dealt with from Trimax said to me, he goes, stop comparing me against the other rotary decks or the tow behind units that are out there. He goes, start comparing me against the self-contained units and tell me who's got a better cut and a better value. And it's obvious we believe Trimax and our rep, and bought 2 plus the striker, so that's 3. The simplicity of maintaining what we have, it's easy. The quality of cut is always there because it's easy to change your blades. If you nick something, just change it, put a new one on. So we've gained time, we've saved time because we're not fixing it. We haven't replaced the belt on the unit all year, and they look as good as they do when we started them up at the end of April. So whatever happening underneath the deck, it's working. It's not like it's down compared to our old units where we were probably replacing 3 or 4 belts a day. I would think, everybody wants to talk dollars and cents and productivity and what you can do. And I mean, for us, we've saved 8 hours of mowing a week to mow the golf course twice a week. Quality of our product has gotten better. There's 0 complaints about the rough. Has it made us better at our job? Absolutely. The mower's eerily quiet. It's sort of scary that you have this thing running out there behind the tractor and you don't even hear it. You don't even think it's running because there's a tiny little hum. And I think most of the people that I've had out here, they sit there and they look at it and go, my God, it's so quiet. Which again, makes it good for the golfers. I mean, you're able to go out there and mow when they're playing and you're not shutting the mower off. You just keep mowing. The other part of it is nice is that, as most people probably say with the rollers, I'm going to stripe my rough up. I'm with you. I don't want my rough striped either. But we found a way around it. We just black and white our rough in certain areas, or we just do big continuous circles around the rough throughout the year. all the guys running them have found a way to make it work, and extremely happy with that. I would definitely recommend the Trimax to anybody who asked. Would it work for them? Probably, I don't know. It works for me. And he came out and played, and he went through our rough, and he said, wow, it's really nice. Well, I mean, I attribute that to the mowers.